I saw the grey soldiers ahead of us raise their rifles and heard the death rattle of machine guns. Welcome to another exciting episode of KSB's book review. That quote was from the book we are about to review today, which is Warhorse. And this book, it was written by Michael Morpurgo. I've been reading lots of Michael Morpurgo lately, and I really love this man. His writing style is so unique. When they say he's the master storyteller, he actually is the master storyteller. How did I come about knowing this man? I just saw one book, that was Nine Lives of Montezuma, and I saw Michael Morpurgo, the master storyteller. I was like, that struck me, and I'm like, let's see what this guy has to offer. And ever since then, I've always enjoyed reading his books. Like, out of the 8 books I've read this year, half of them, that's 4 of them, were written by Michael Morpurgo, and this is another one. I think this is the second one I'm reviewing this year, and it's just amazing. I love Michael Morpurgo so much. So don't complain to me that, oh, you're always reading Michael Morpurgo. I love this man. This man's writing style is unique, and if you read one of his books, you understand what I mean. So this book, Warhorse, it is about a horse and a man, him and his pet horse going to war. It shows the relationship between a man and his horse while they are fighting one of the worst of wars. It also shows how animals and humans have this strong connection between one another, this strong affection between one another. This book is about a man named Albert who from a young age had always wanted to join the army. His dad was a farmer, had livestock, and then they just bought one of these little calves, and he just loved this particular one. This one had this very blue eyes, very long hair, very silk skin. His hair, everything was so perfect about him. His dad was always shouting at him that he wants the horse to work, but he wanted the horse as a pet until the dad got angry and sold the horse to the army. The boy tried to follow the dad, but he tried to bargain with the commander that he wanted his horse back. But the commander made a deal with him that when he becomes of age, he could be able to join the army and he can work with his horse, since he has claimed that this horse has been with him since childhood. And that is exactly what happened. He became of age, and in the few years where he was not able to join the army, he trained so hard, trained to be a strong, tall, and very fearless man. He fought in the war, and I love the connection, the bravery of the horse. The horse's name is Joey. I love Joey's bravery, and something else is that Joey is the narrator of the book. So you're reading, and you're like, Albert came to me and he told me a few words, but I was not able to understand his expression because he was looking very down, and that's not the way he usually is. Those are the kind of lines you would see in the book. When I saw Warhorse, I'm like, let's see, because the last Michael Morpurgo book I read, behind it there was Warhorse, and they said Warhorse was one of his greatest books. So I said, let me read this. The next time I'm going to the library, I'm going to take Warhorse, and that's exactly what I did. And this book just turned out to be amazing. Like, it's really, really amazing. The characters in this book are Zoe, who was another horse that worked on Albert's dad's farm, Albert's mom and dad, Albert himself, Captain Nichols, Emma, David, and some other soldiers who got lost in the war. My favorite part of this book was when, Joey grew to a certain stage to know he could predict Albert's moves. He could know, even if he doesn't know the time, even if he doesn't know what time it is, he knows that at a particular time, he uses the weather to say, oh, when it gets to this particular time, Albert will come to me. So on this day, it was very unusual. Albert didn't show up. He just sensed it, and they kept him in the stable. But at night, he broke out, and he was able to uncover that some of the French soldiers that they were fighting had captured him and held them hostage, just like some other British soldiers. And it was just so amazing how Joey was able to sense that his owner was in trouble, and he also rescued some other soldiers because, well, as Albert was there, Albert was not the only one who was being held hostage. Other people were being held hostage, and he was able to get some military men to be able to save them, and that is where the end of the war began. That's why it's my favorite part, because I love the way Joey is able to predict Albert's movements and how he's able to say, oh, Albert by such time is going to come to me, he's going to do certain things, he's going to say, oh, Joey, let me give you this, let me give you that. You can also tell by Albert's speech how he's feeling. Like Albert is like, oh, we went for training. It just sounds very low. He wouldn't say it that, oh, Albert came to me and was telling me this, but it was not sounding as his usual self. Maybe I feel I'm just, sometimes that's just the beauty of this book. So I just love every bit of the book. I love the fact that Joey was able to rescue those men, because like he was able to feel that, oh, Albert is in danger, Albert is not here, that means something is wrong. And that's my favorite part of this book. The new words I learned from this book are gawk, which means look at someone in a rude manner. That, like, it means like you're looking at someone, you're looking at a person very in a rude manner, and you're like, what's this person doing? That's being gawk. But the word was used in the book as gawkish, but I didn't find gawkish in the dictionary, so the word was gawk, which means to look at someone in a rude manner. My ratings for this book are a must read, because this book very entertaining. The fonts are bold. Aside from the fact it has like 250 pages, but every page the font is bold and makes it easy to read. It makes it's just making a breeze. You understand what you're reading. The vocabulary words there are not too difficult to understand. Sometimes before you even check the dictionary, you already realize, oh, this is what this means. When you read a book and you hear a word, sometimes you just have to try to connect some words together. That's why his writer style is very unique. The book is very entertaining, and I just love the relationship between Joey and Albert. They have a strong bond, like in this book. And Joey and Albert is actually one of my favorite characters. The book is very entertaining and very engaging, and that is why I'm going to be giving this book a must read. If you're in a library, or you're probably book shopping, or maybe you're out and you just say, oh, I have a book I need. Maybe there's like a library and you go to the library and you're like, oh, I can pick a book. You can take Warhorse. Warhorse, it was written by Michael Morpurgo. This book is amazing. Warhorse, very amazing book. You can also read other Michael Morpurgo books, so that you understand what I'm talking about this man, very amazing man. His writing style is very unique. That's why you should be on the lookout for Warhorse. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Be on the challenge rather. Continue the reading challenge. This is like the 9th book I'm reading this year, even though I've not been able to review most of the books I've read. But this is 9th book, and I'm trying to read 52 books at the end of the year. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.